All right. So, I'm like retraining my lips. It's weird. I promise I'm gonna stop bringing it up after a certain point because you can barely see this shit. Look at that, right there, right there, whole lip just hanging off. Did a good job, right? What's happening? Fuck. We've got another one, or we got another one to add to the wall. The wall. I found the Amos one that I didn't like, but you know what? From afar, it doesn't look that bad. It's hard to fucking find space for everything. My poor boy Mercury, who I forgot his name last episode. What the fuck's wrong with me? My poor boy Mercury, can't even see him. Sorry, buddy. I'm very sorry that you can't see yourself. I promise you that it is nothing personal. I just did not have any room for you. Also, yes, I am well aware of the fact I need a motherfucking haircut. I don't know what to tell you. I ain't going to a fucking hair salon anytime soon. They posted the drummer pick on the subreddit, and you should really check out the Expanse subreddit. It's, out of all the fandoms I've ever been a part of, the Expanse subreddit is just the most good-natured, wholesome. Like, I can't remember ever seeing even like a spirited disagreement in the comment section of the Expanse subreddit. Everyone is just fucking so goddamn loving. So I posted the drummer one there and had another person ask me to buy a print. I listen. I'm gonna do some research before you see this episode, anyways. But if you know copyright infringement law and so forth, can you explain to me how fan art works? Because I really want to sell some of these. Not all of them. Again, not a fan of everything. Here, let's go through the list and see which ones. Again, I personally wouldn't put all these up because I don't think that these are all really that good. Again, this is all my. This is still technically my learning. I've only been like a year and a half since I started doing all this shit. So like I feel like I'm doing pretty okay so far. I would personally, Mercury, for sure. I don't know about Inaros. He wanted to buy the drummer one. I don't see it. Like, I think it looks all right, but like, I just kind of, after a certain point, was like, all right, I'm done with this. I don't care anymore. Happily, it still came out okay, and he wanted to buy it. I was like, really? All right. So let's see. Which ones would I sell? Probably Avasarala. Avasarala, I'd probably blow up the Bobbie one to make it a full 8x11. Same with that. People like the cast one, but the cast one is a photograph. These are all from the actual show. These are me pausing the screen and doing my own little interpretation on it. This was an actual photograph that was taken in like GQ magazine because my boy Cass is just a sexy motherfucker like that. And I feel like that changes the copyright stuff because a photograph that a photographer takes, I mean, but then I'm like, doesn't the director and the director of photography, doesn't that count for them? So I don't understand this at all. But I want to sell some of this shit because I'm going to have to go back to work soon because bars are going to be open down here at some point and I don't want to. Hence trying to get the Twitch going, hence trying to get the YouTube going, hence trying to get the comics back on, hence trying to get this shit, hence trying to get the page. I'm trying to get a page. This is what I was thinking. Let me know down below if this would sound something that you would be okay with. I was thinking instead of selling this shit on Etsy, I get people that ask me about Patreon and when I'm going to come out with unedited videos and early releases, and I've just been so all over the place, especially with the fucking surgery, that I haven't really been able to be consistent since I started doing all this shit. I was considering if I did a Patreon, just do like, if you do $10 a month, you get a free print every month, any print you want, doesn't matter. I feel like that's because I would only charge $10 for these on Etsy. So if you do Patreon, you technically get the extra shit and the painting. So considering that, let me know below if that's something you would be into. Who said that? Wasn't that on Entourage, wasn't it?
What if I was to tell you I have a movie better than any of those that would be perfect for Vincent Chase? Now, would that be something you might be interested in?
The guy that E always used to hang out with. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in?
He won't let me leave. I don't even know where I am.
What if I was to send a cab to pick you up? Is that something you might be interested in?
Thanks for everybody that's been coming to the Twitch. I've been having a blast talking to you guys. I've talked with like 2 or 3 of you for like hours and hours and hours on end while I'm just flying through the verse I was talking about Lost for like 4 hours straight. So, with that housekeeping out of the way, I'm trying to figure out who I'm going to do because I haven't, like, I think I've got everybody in the main cast. I'm trying to think. I feel like Naomi. Let's see if Naomi comes out with a good episode, because I want to give Naomi her own little personal one. Everyone else has their own, with the exception of Drummer. I wanted to paint Bobbie last episode because I really did love that Bobbie episode, but like I said, Drummer was just cracking me the fuck up. Somebody was actually talking about how on Reddit, someone was asking, who is she supposed to be in the books? Because if you haven't read the books, I don't even think that you meet her until like book 5, I want to say. Book 4, book 4. You don't see anybody. So I want to say book 5 is when you meet Drummer for the first time. Every season beforehand that you've seen her, I guess because they knew that she was a character that was going to come in the future, they just kind of bumped her up a little bit. I think Avasarala doesn't come in until book 2. I don't think Bobbie comes in till. Oh no, I think Bobbie came in at the right time. Either way, just they bumped some shit up. They gave there was a character, Sam Bull, I want to say his name was, last season, that they gave a lot of his stuff to her, and some to Ashford, and I think a little bit to Naomi, I want to say. But because next book there's a character that a lot of us in the book reading, again, I'm not going to spoil anything. You'll always get a little spoiler warning before I say anything that would ruin it for you. But there's a character in the next book that you could see them just kind of giving that role to Drummer instead. But the way the course of events go in the book, you can't. I don't want to. Even that's too spoilery. Let's just say it ain't Drummer's style. All right, how about that? I'm curious to see what they do next season, obviously, because I've been yapping about it because it's my favorite book. When the fuck is book 9 coming out? I'm terrified to say anything on Twitter because, again, I follow Ty. He's one of the writers of the book, one of the creators of the show. I'm relatively sure he's the head guy in charge of the James S.A. Corey Twitter handle, and man, that dude pops off. I've been the last 2 weeks I've been watching him just. So I'm afraid to be like, hey, when's book 9 coming out? Can you give us even just a release date? Maybe a title? I'd be happy just to know the title. I think somebody said Hades something was rumored. Fuck, I kind of want to do the boys over at RTTV will read the Attack on Titan manga every now and then when the new one comes out. I was wondering maybe we could do a book club for the Expanse. All right, what happened last episode? It was a good episode. I loved that episode. Trying to get my Amosness. Flood, Shockwave, Elvi's got the eye thing. We didn't see any of Avasarala. Bobbie's whole storyline turned around real quick. Little fucking blonde chick is still being a little bit twatty, but whatever. Listen, I call dudes twatty too, so alright, I don't want to hear shit about that, how dare you, that's offensive. I think we can all agree she's being quite twatty, so. All the ships can't make quantum fusion drives are offline, something like that. But eventually they're all gonna fall. What's her name's the Belter chick, her daughter found out that she murdered people indirectly. I think we're just about ready. I was listening to myself doing all the fucking voices last episode. I'm like, I can do a couple of them. I feel like I can do Alex just fine. And then, of course, don't forget I can do Matry. I want to get better at Avasarala, but I always feel like I'm being somewhat racist. As a white person, it's hard to do accents. It's without sounding like you're being condescending or stereotypical. When really, I just love accents and voices. I would like to learn how to do a better fucking version of Avasarala's voice, but I can't. I always kind of throw a little bit of White Rose from Mr. Robot. Ah, Mr. Robot, I tell you what, Captain. My Holden impersonation's on point. Miller, where are you? Obviously, it's a terrible impersonation, but it's funny. Who else is up there? Oh, so help me God, I'm going to learn how to speak Belter. I've been really happy that Bobbie's fucking story turned around. Because I can honestly say that was like starting to become one of my just not enjoying these segments of the Expanse. It's funny, like a while ago I found the lyrics for this song and I memorized them. I found another, like recently when I started doing these videos, I found another lyrics and like it's nothing alike. So I'm like, fuck, I learned the wrong lyrics. I feel like I remember there being more Miller in the books.
Any progress getting the drive back online?
Fusion doesn't work here anymore.
Fucking Miller.
Holden,
What?
go back up to the surface.
Not yet. Waters are shooting slower than I thought.
We only have enough water purification tablets to last a day.
Yeah, well, it's either that or we all fucking die. What do you want?
We need to figure out a way to send down a resupply.
You saw what happened to the RCE shuttle.
Seriously.
What can we do to help you? So we're all just still at the mercy of you and your invisible friend.
Yes. What the fuck you? She is. I can't stand her. Oh, Miller. Miller vibes. Spidey sense. Miller sense.
Some kind of big.
I wouldn't call it that. It's more like an allergic reaction of some kind.
You lying.
Antihistamine compound should clear it up.
Should
I
it?
need to check everyone first to be sure.
Why are you lying?
Sit tight.
Are you lying, Elvi? Doesn't suit you. Maybe I'll paint Elvi because
Exactly how long we're going to be down here. So, we're operating as if indefinitely. What's our food and water situation?
what's our food and water situation?
We have 4.5 cases of emergency.
What's up, military Aubrey Plaza?
Per day, till we know more.
Look at that guy's poofy hair.
I've already seen them eyeballing our gear. Yeah, they jumped us once. They're going to do it again.
Nothing will get through that hair. Look at the machinations. Look in his eyes. Fucking murderer. You're a murderer, and I'm not gonna let you use this as an excuse to be an executioner. Miller!
There has to be something we can do.
Only as a last resort.
What do you mean? Last resort.
The Bob won't make it that far.
Holy shit, I just realized. Wow, she looks exactly like I've got kind of an adopted little sister that I used to work with. Wow, she looks just fucking like her. And I call her my little sister because she annoys the fuck out of me. And this chick annoys the fuck out of me too, so maybe that's been... Here, look, right there. I'm going to put a picture of her next to that pic. I painted a picture of her a minute ago. That's a very high quality picture of Avasarala. I need some more high quality pictures when I friggin' paint these guys, because...
The opiate leadership failed me, and I in turn failed the people of this planet by not putting a high enough priority on bringing these terrorists to justice.
She looks...
Jesus Christ. I sound incompetent. I wouldn't fucking vote for me.
You did the right thing addressing this head on.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know, she looks different. I don't know if it's just the fact that she doesn't have like 19 layers of clothing on.
On the incident until we had someone in custody.
She looks more...
So instead you have me sit there with my tits trust me, you know the reason fuck up.
See, politics never sleeps.
I forgot about this guy. He's been gone for so long, I totally forgot that he's even a person in this season.
Gao is within 3 points.
And that's taking into account the speech.
Could have been a lot worse.
Get the fuck
I was gonna say, this guy's gonna get fucking a heel to the face. I can't tell. I can't tell if this is like her like nightgown, or if this is something she wears out in public. Look at that. I can see her. I can see her delivering a speech in that, and I can also see her like watching space TV.
my office. To whom? They just made me admit I was weak.
All you admitted was that you're not in fact.
Yeah, I'm with that.
In an election, they're the same thing. What was I thinking?
No, I don't believe
Got
that.
in front of it, and you told the truth.
I agree.
It would have been better not to say anything.
No, I don't believe that.
I don't take responsibility for anything.
There's no bad judgment.
Fucking stop it. If I did the right thing, then why is Nancy fucking Gao
Nancy Gao.
3 fucking points?
What did I call her? Lily Gao? Who's Lily Gao?
And our planet is burning. At least we did the right thing.
Ah, shit! I forgot to do the proto.
Inaros killed everyone on the Sojourner, disguised the ship, and then used it to attack us. We
Proto.
stopped this time.
Look at Gur. He's
There's
looking
both
at you.
politics and-
That's her real name. That's right. Her name is Lily Gao. She plays Nancy Gao.
This was taken days ago aboard the Pazuza, a Belter freighter out of Palace Station. The cooperation of the governor of Ceres, we
My dog. Someone asked Ty/James S.A. Corey on Twitter if he modeled Inaros after Trump. And he was like, are you kidding? He's charming and somewhat competent. He's nothing like Trump. So if anybody watches this, if you're a Trump supporter and you're angry at me, don't get mad at me. That's the creator of the show. So I miss you, Bernie.
But is there a chance we will be able to capture Marco alive?
All right, good. I like that they're connecting those two threads.
If we could put this terrorist on trial, we could make an example out of him for any other Belters looking to prey upon the colony ships at the blood.
Shit, if anything, she feels more like Trump.
Obviously, the predicament that we're in down here and our ships are in up there.
He's so little.
No, but it would help if your people shared some of your supplies with the settlers.
We don't know how long we're going to survive.
Okay,
I need to put
yeah,
the interest
sorry.
in-
Fuck those guys. Hashtag Mercury did nothing wrong.
Has company policy suddenly changed?
In light of your recent confession and the fusion problem, all our priorities have changed. Work out exactly what we're dealing with here so that we can possibly help you fix the situation.
I wanna. I feel like he's got an ulterior motive, but I feel like that was pretty genuine.
I have bad news.
Seems to be contagious.
Speaking of contagious,
Before we...
You told me it was an allergy.
I've been telling everyone I don't want to start a panic.
So they're eating away at our eyes.
Yes, they will end up eating away at our eyes.
I love her. She's got some great facial expressions.
Try again.
So how long? Until people
And that's right. He doesn't. I'm trying to remember. Does he not have it because he's got chemo, right? Because he has the thing on his arm, right?
curing this is our main priority now. All of our
Oh, look, I can see it.
I'll do everything I can.
Uh huh. Oh boy. I gotta find out what his workout schedule is. I want to be like Amos. Because there's no pipes for me to crawl under. This fucking kid. Yeah, it sucks.
That happened to a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Your parents made sure you made it though.
Yeah, I guess so.
That was their job.
Even talking to a kid, he manages to like not treat him like a, he's very blunt, but he's still. Yeah, see? They're not. Exactly. Why doesn't Amos know yet?
See that pretty lady over there? Right there?
Everything's green.
You can't see it all. How do you not like? How can anybody not think he's the best character ever? Ugh, these fucking. What are they doing now? You're keeping all the supplies for yourself. Ugh. Infections that are contagious, a bunch of cops fighting protesters, the leader saying that they don't take responsibility for anything and they want to make an example. I don't believe that either. I'm trying to give Murtry the benefit of the doubt. Because I do love me some Murtry.
At some point, you know, we're gonna have to kill some of these people.
Yep.
Things like this, that's what always
Mm-hmm. Twice. They didn't do a third super unsubtle blink. Just enough to show that it's bothering him.
It was an old decommissioned
I like this.
enemy dog, so I went on a school food trip.
I like Naomi and her daughter way more than Naomi and her.
I ran.
The same way you...
Ever since.
Nah. No, you haven't. You regret not having your kid
I want
around.
you to go and chase your dreams.
You're not happy that you're part of the fucking ship that saves the universe and you fucking fell in love. You have the greatest pilot in the whole fucking universe and the greatest security. Fuck, I do want to do one of Naomi or Elvi's
In a way,
like
people realize they can't
faces.
saying keep calm and carry on is probably not going to be enough.
you'll find a treatment before then.
Unless I can find the reason that you seem to be immune.
Not everybody got the plague.
Not everybody talks to an alien. And knowledge and answers that humans have only dreamt.
Hell yeah.
I've also been given horrific nightmares.
But that's
Death I can never unsee.
but
To me, that sounds like an acceptable
yeah. I love her.
To be the first exobiologist to study the most basic forms of extraterrestrial life. You, on the other hand, are the only person in human history
To actually talk.
with a direct line of communication to an advanced alien species, and you're annoyed?
It's not the same.
Any scientist would kill to change places with you. I know I would.
Yeah. That speech was better than Naomi's speech. And I was already considering maybe doing Elvi, so maybe that shot right there. We're doing an Elvi. This I got different cameras. We're doing an Elvi.
It's not the optimism I was hoping for.
Yeah, well, I'm going blind. What do you want from me?
I'm taking some of the meds out of your first aid kit. Are you sick? No. Everyone else is. The doctor lady said it was allergies.
She's lying.
It's much worse. How much worse? Maybe a day before everyone goes blind.
Fuck.
I'm always hoping to make it.
Wow, that's the most...
I need your help. Make sure everyone stays calm.
I've never seen Amos look so shook before. Seriously. Wow. I have never seen Amos look that shook before. And if he manages to stay calm because Holden was smooth, I feel like that's just going to make him want to protect him even more.
But our great Ajax bravely beat down
Fuck you, fake Arjun.
Achilles.
back to her 37 layers.
Against the rules. Fuck their rules. I'm in charge, and I wanted to see my husband.
Aww.
I'm flattered to be a security breach, but what is so urgent?
I wanted to apologize. Yeah.
I was over-stressed and let myself.
Oh, look, Light. Apples!
I blamed it on the goddamn rain. When errors happen, I remember, I felt so helpless.
She's got a good reason.
About to end, and there was nothing I could do about it. That's how I'm feeling right now.
Because you're scared of the planet? Or because you're not in control of the outcome?
Both.
Both of them. I could never do this job without you.
Aww.
I need to lean on you during times.
Could you lean on the real Arjun? Why did they fucking... I have to look up why they recast him. I can't tell if it's because the other guy, I guess, wasn't a good enough actor, or if because he had other priorities, like Jared Harris. Somebody asked James S.A. / Ty when Jared Harris is coming back, and I said the same thing last episode. And he was like, hey, good actors are in demand. I know he was in Chernobyl, if you guys like Jared Harris and you walked Chernobyl, which I still haven't seen yet. I just heard that the creator or director or showrunner of Chernobyl is going to be the head of Last of Us. She looks just like my fucking friend. Holy shit, how the fuck did it take me this long to realize this? I'm going to send her a picture right now. I might ask my friend, hey, do you mind if I put a picture of you? Just to show you guys what she really looks like instead of the painting. I feel like she wouldn't mind. My quasi-sister.
I had a family back on Mars.
Alex.
A little guy, he wanted sand for his birthday.
Sand?
Sand. From a real beach. Earth.
I like that.
I wonder if he still has that.
I bet he does.
I lost my family. Because I couldn't be the man that my wife and my little kid needed me to be. I have to live with that. I could never make that right.
Yeah, but now you save the universe. I'm tired of... What is this bullshit? Naomi's like, I've regretted running ever since. He's like, I'll never be able to forgive myself. Like you motherfuckers, you saved the universe with magic space aliens.
That's the answer. I think I know how to save the Bob. I need to make this right.
Naomi, what's this?
Oh, Mom. Yeah, that,
Listen, Felcia, please.
Mama's got an idea on how to save the bar.
Wait, she does?
this bitch. I don't even like her, and I'm like, how dare you talk to your mom that way? Why does... For some reason, whenever they have Rosie in the subtitles... Oh, I guess... Oh, I was going to say, I just realized I don't need to have subtitles because I'm not recording the screen right now. But whatever. I like having subtitles anyway.
I've been thinking about the Anteros. I still have nightmares about that ship, but...
Was Anteros a ship that we've heard about before? I can't remember.
The RCE tripled their profits that quarter, and I got an extra $6,000. I've been spilling blood my entire career and making others richer. My contract will give me 1% to claim value. But if we can control the technology that Holden activated, this planet is worth hundreds of billions more.
Sounds like you're finally getting what you're owed.
We're getting what we're owed. There's more than enough for the both of us. It's going to end well on this planet for Holden. And I need to know that you've got...
And I need to know that
You
you...
never had to pay for my loyalty.
Well, I thought so too.
But I wanted to give you the option.
Your off-duty activities have given me reason to question you.
Oh, come on. You already had this conversation. The correct answer would have been, hey, you know, freaking like the professor did to the one guy in La Casa, where he's like, listen, like, I don't want you to do this for money, but because you're doing it, let me help you out and give you some cheese. Is he bleeding? Did they drown him? Is it the eye thing? We're gonna have Seattle PD up in this motherfucker. You motherfuckers! Oh, this is... Jesus Christ, man. This is way more topical right now than I think that they had any thought there was going to be.
Put your fucking gun down or I'll shoot you myself.
Is he dead? Oh. That can't be good. I don't remember slugs. But yeah, you're dead. Oh, jeez, get the fuck out. You deserve that. Why would you stay here and look at that? As soon as I see this dude get hit in the head with a fucking slug that just killed that guy, I instantly get the fuck out of Dodge. Come on, go away. Yeah. Why are you still just standing here? Yeah, seriously. Leave him the fuck alone. Ew.
What's happening? Those slugs. They killed both.
Yeah, obviously. Come on.
Where do they come from?
Where are they coming from? Some Half-Life Alex shit.
Everywhere.
Hey, what is this? They're gonna blow up the ship that Inaros is on? Don't do it. Stand down.
Send in your Marines, General.
Yes, ma'am.
Take it back. I thought she was gonna. I thought she was gonna think about Arjun and be like, you know what? Let me calm the fuck down a little bit. Fuck, that would have been a good shot to. No, I'm doing Elvi. This is, yo. Wow, that is the most Star Citizen thing that I've seen on this show so far. Got the HUD and everything.
What's happening? Do they have control of the ship?
They're moving to ops. Another 30 seconds.
It's gotta be a trap, right? None of this is in the book, so I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen right now. What the fuck just happened? They blow up the entire ship? Yeah, they blew up the entire ship and they're gonna blame them, aren't they? Yeah. That's it. Damn it. I finally stopped the next episode autoplay so I can just sit here and look at the prettiness. Look at the ring, Joe. Look at the ring. Come on, kid. Gotta go in the ring. Next clue to the case. I don't know, there's just something soothing about the ring. Just something soothing about space, while also being terrifying as fuck. I always feel like this stretch is becoming part of the part of the show. The after episode stretch. Another good episode. Another episode where I wasn't. I just realized that they switched things around. Last episode you didn't really get a whole lot of Avasarala. This episode you didn't get any of Bobbie. I don't know. Maybe I'm just enjoying the more. It not being so all over the place. This was just the temple, whatever. The temple and Avasarala. That's it. Those are the only two. Oh, I guess and the Rossi. Elvi, how you doing, girl? You sexy. Ooh. All right. Let's go down the list. I'm gonna enjoy having her. I don't know how I'm gonna add any more to this. This was already too fucking much. Let's see. Even though Murtry giving the water to the Belters kind of had ulterior motive. He was still just like, hey, like, this is a small sacrifice to make to keep the peace a little bit longer. So even if he's planning on doing something horrible, for the time being, that it's scary how fucking topical this episode was, though. Like, legitimately, I was saying it earlier. You got cops going crazy. You got Avasarala friggin' sending in the troops when you're not entirely sure whether or not anything bad was going to go down, and then a riot kind of started and everybody got fucked. Fuck. That laughter wasn't a this is hilarious. It's a if I didn't laugh I'd cry. So very sorry I didn't mean to make light of anything that's going down right now, trust me. I like that the eye thing, finally, I've been talking about the eye thing for the last like 2 or 3 episodes. I like that it's all just real quick. By the end of the day, we're all going to be blind. Everyone's got the eye thing, so that happened real. I feel like there was more Miller. Again, like I know that he's in the machines just turning shit on right now, but I don't know, I could have sworn there was more Miller than what we got so far. But I'm hoping the last like 5 episodes are just straight Miller. Miller every episode from here on out. I want to say, I can't remember. I know I say I can't remember 100 million times an episode, but I want to say the reason that Holden doesn't have the eye organisms is because him and Miller almost died from the radiation back in season 1, and he's got the little chemo thing on his arm, right? And I want to say that the radiation is what's causing that. So everybody gets radiation for everybody. I get where Murtry's coming from, but I guess we're gonna have to take that hashtag Murtry did nothing wrong and just kind of no more. Murtry did something. Well, he hasn't actually technically. Murtry hasn't done it. Murtry has still, I take it back. Murtry did nothing wrong this episode either. He's planning some evil shit, but all he did was kind of keep the peace, talked with everybody, gave the Belters some water, so Murtry's still okay for now. Oh shit, we didn't get any Drummer and Ashford this episode either. Wow, this was a really focused episode. I guess I'm just now noticing that. We didn't get any of the side plots. And even though we're still kind of dealing with the election on Earth, Avasarala's story is now that Anaros has been brought into the scenario, that that's kind of together now. So it's not just her and Nancy Gao, it's her and Nancy Gao along with, there's not a whole lot of communication between New Elis or New Terra or Elis. There isn't a whole lot of communication, so that she's not really part of that right now. She's dealing with the Anaros thing. There's no way. That's exactly what they did. There's actually kids and there's actually innocent civilians on that ship, the one that the Marines attacked, and because they blew up the first ship, the Belters are gonna say, look at these filthy inna. These filthy duster. No, the freaking dusters are Martians. What do they call Earthers? Just Earthers? Eartha? They're going to say, they already blew up one of our ships. Look, they just blew up another one. And here's video of them shooting our people. I like you only saw it like real briefly. But there was a shot where they shoot, I guess, one of the girls on that ship. And she gets shot, but she doesn't fall because it's 0G. She's still kind of standing. I don't think I've ever seen that in the show before. Amos being shook. I don't know how I feel about that. That's kind of messing with me. I almost want to paint that just because I've never seen it before. But I really liked Elvi's. Elvi is going. I get if you were Holden, you would probably look at things differently once you're actually in that situation. But I'm a firm equivalent exchange, or is it? I'm a firm equivalent exchange believer. And yeah, it sucks. You've got horror visions and talking to but you get to kind of talk to Miller still. Like in Lost, Jacob tells Hurley, Like, hey, you're not cursed. You get to see all your dead friends and like talk to them after they die. Like, that's a blessing. That'd be cool as fuck. It's not really Miller, but it's kind of Miller. I'd be like, there was that one scene. When was it? When they were in the orb, when they were in the center of the ring, where Miller's telling a story. Where he's talking about Julie, and it's clearly his memory, and Holden just kind of goes, "I missed you, Miller. I missed you, Miller," or something along those lines. It's good to have you back, Miller, or "I missed you, Miller." One of the two, and one of my favorite moments in the show, like legitimately. It was sweet. It felt genuine, and it's Miller. I miss Miller. Keeps the rain off my head. Was there anything else? Naomi and my friend Jen are here. If I'm gonna text her right now. If she says it's okay, I'm gonna put her ready. Ta! Look at that. Come on. That's like fucking. That's spot on. Anybody else up to anything? There wasn't a whole lot of hinting at future shit, so I don't even have to worry about I didn't have any spoilers last time around for book 5, just because they like when they allude to stuff that's coming in the future. At the end of these, I'll try to have a little moment where I talk about, I like that they added that in earlier, et cetera, et cetera. But they've been pretty good at moving that plot line forward without really going too hard in the paint with it. So it's been, well, because I don't want to give anything away. I know I say this every episode. I'm not feeling Arjun. I'm just not feeling Arjun Avasarala at all. I miss the old guy. The old guy had such a nice, sweet. I could totally see him having this conversation with her where he's like, why do you have to always, would it be so bad if you lost? But I feel like he would bring more sentiment to these little scenes between her and him. I don't know what it is about that scene where she was watching her little speech, where she was in her little like nightgown fucking thing, but she looked, I don't know, she just looked way different. I don't know if maybe like that was her natural look in the show. They still have makeup regardless, but I think that was the best she's ever looked in this entire, since the show it's ever to me. She just looked, I don't know, maybe just all the shit just kind of is overpowering at a certain point, in a good way for sure, but just, I don't know, for some reason I really enjoyed seeing her look a little bit more au natural. Like I said, I would have either painted her looking like that or Amos looking shook, but I'm going to give it to Elvi this episode because I want to paint her expressions and because I haven't painted her yet. I would have given it to Naomi, but she only, like, the only really good close-up of her is when she's talking to Felsia, and even then it wasn't really that good of a, she's talking about how I regretted running ever since. How dare you? You're allowed to regret, but you should at least be able to, like, tell the chick, like, hey, I regretted running, but I do save the universe with a super awesome starship crew and a fucking ship that we stole that we now get to keep, and we also talk to dead aliens, and we get to travel through interdimensional fucking, like, come on. That, or you don't get to see your son. The fuck. Did they cast him yet? I don't know if they cast him yet. Philip, did we see him? I think we saw him in one of the first, or I don't know. Either way. You said I couldn't kill you. I'd like to prove you wrong. Elvi Okoye. That one, I can already tell that this one's going to look good. The drummer one, like I said, I liked it, but I feel like it was too non-detailed of a picture to start out with for me to really get in there. When I get a high-defy picture to work with, the pictures just always come out way better. So that's that. I don't normally get very talk to me in the comments because I'm still starting out with all this. I'm trying to. I feel like I've been pretty good with responding to all the comments and talking to everybody during the Twitch streams. I need you guys' help. I would like to start selling some of my artwork. I would like to start trying to do something to make some cash so I can do this more often. Once the bars open up, I would like to be able to go back part-time instead of full-time and just start working my way towards being an artiste who sells this shit. I know that like that imposter syndrome, it's a bitch, all right? So that's why I'm trying to ask you guys for help, because I've got imposter syndrome all day. I hate all of this. What do you guys think? Would you prefer the option of being able to buy whatever print you want on Etsy, or would you rather that whole Patreon, get extra rewards, unedited episodes, early access? I've had a webcomic that I've been talking about here and there, but I'm trying to get that back up and running this week too, so you'd have early access to the webcomic. I don't know what the fuck. For all the gaming and for all the internet and for all the techie shit that I got going on, I don't know what the fuck Discord is. So I might do a fucking couple videos on Discord, or a couple YouTube videos, tutorials on Discord this week to try to figure that out, add that to the Patreon shit. I'm trying to get the Patreon up and running before the end of the month. I don't know if I want to do the prints for that or do the prints on Etsy. So maybe I'll do both. What do you think? Have it on Etsy, that way you guys get the option if you guys want to just buy anything and not have to worry about the monthly shit. I don't know, figure it out. But let me know in the comment section. Let me know which of these. You don't even have to actually, I'm not asking you to commit to buying them. I'm not asking anyone to give me your money now. I'm just genuinely asking you guys for advice. Out of all these, are there any that you would particularly be interested in?
Would a snake like that be something you might be interested in?
And because I don't want to have prints for all of them, just the ones that I really feel comfortable selling, because I like the quality that they turned out. So let me know down there. La Casa de Papel, I'm gonna do a new episode of that. I'm gonna try it for every Friday. I feel like with the current situation, Watchmen, I've been hearing a lot of people say that Watchmen is very relevant to the current situation. Again, same with this episode. Jesus Christ, that was a little too on the nose. So I might do Watchmen Monday, Expanse on Wednesday, La Casa on Friday, and then do BoJack Tuesday and then Demon Slayer on Thursday, because I have two little ones in between. And I think that's everything for that's a normally my outros aren't super focused on the channel. It's normally just me talking, just yapping about shit for a minute. So that was nice. I'll see you later. Baratna and Sisada? How do you say sister again? Sisada or Sisana, I want to say. Either way, see you later.